should have come here. Hey!
Come on, let's see you put up a fight.
Rip your heart out! See what you've got. You can't win this!
Is someone there?
I'll have your head!
Can't wait to count your coin.
Long life to you, Thane. Looks like you've already got someone with you.
Be careful.
Lucky kid. The Emperor. No! I cannot best you. No,
Die,
not
dog.
like this. Stand up. Cannot best you.
Mercy.
Do your work.
Nothing. See?
Not like this.
Right. End it.
The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. I think he's off on his face.
you've got the axe. And my dog. Splendid. Excellent work. A hero and his faithful companion retrieving the ancient artifact for the prince. It's almost storybook. Ah, but it almost seems a shame to give a weapon like that away, doesn't it? I suppose I could be persuaded to let you keep it. But only if you use the axe to kill Barbas. Simple as that. Huh. You're no fun at all. Guess I'll have to make my own fun elsewhere. And with the pup back, I'll be restored to my full power. There's a whole world just waiting for me! Yeah, dog gets master, master gets cosmic axe. Everyone's happy, just get over here, mutt. Ah, that feels so much better. You forget how nice supreme power feels until you've been stuck in a cave for a few years. It's a shame you wished for something so dull as me taking back the mutt. Quite the lack of imagination on your part. A lack of ambition like that really ought to be punished. Perhaps by turning you into a worm, or maybe a few decades of... Oh, fine. Have my boon and be done with it. Got more interesting deals to make anyway.
You keep your distance with that magic. You keep your distance with magic. Careful with that fire. Wield Asura's star? How can such a thing be possible?
You have some nerve coming back here after what you did to Kirava.
I trust you have good news for me? This doesn't tell me much. The only thing that could identify Sabjorn's partner is this odd little symbol. Well, whoever this mysterious marking represents, they'll regret starting a war with me. You should bring this information to the Thieves' Guild immediately. There's also the matter of your payment. I believe you'll find this more than adequate for your services.
You've been in Riften for quite
I
some
believe
time
we're
now,
done.
Lady Neal. I fear that you soon may leave us.
Riften has problems of its own. Now is not the time for exploration and discovery.
I'm relieved to hear you say that. If you were to leave, I'd miss you terribly.
If you're not from around.
It
Imperial
would take a
spy,
threat to
perhaps?
all of Skyrim for me to depart.
I've never
Support
seen Yol
Ulfric
this
or
upset
die
about
trying.
anything. the city
There's
really
nothing in
gets to
between.
The old told me that it isn't this bad anyway. Maybe one day I'll venture out and see if she's ready.
Ah, you're back. What a... It was lost year. Without it, I feel almost... I couldn't ask you to undertake such...
Balin,
But I see that
another
spark in
round.
your eye. And I know
think
better
you've
than
had
to
plenty,
warn you
Volkov.
away.
Maybe you should head
Grimsever
on
rests
home.
within the Dwemer ruin of Misinchalev.
Stupid lizard.
Tread
I said,
carefully,
give
friend.
me some more
I was
drink,
adventuring
or
in
I'll
the
have your
depths of
head
the
on a
ruins when I
pike.
was attacked by a massive
Suit
construct.
yourself.
Like nothing when the Colossus struck. Grimsever was knocked from my... It was only through blind luck that I was able to crawl away from the... I must have collapsed. Because the next thing I remember is Erin standing over me,
The owls
holding
brought
to
me
my
nothing
wound.
but safety and peace of
Please
mind.
be careful.
And
I don't
some
wish to be
lessons
the
with the
reason
blade.
for your death.
If you know any true sons and daughters of Skyrim, tell them to head to Windhelm.
What is it, Thane?
Stormcloak wants to see them.
What's mine is yours, Thane. Onward, then.
We've stopped. What is it? I will be back at your house if you need me, Thane. I am your... Looks like you got someone already. What do you need, my... Let's not waste any time.
Well, hey there. What can Sapphire do for you?
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. How unfortunate for him. Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little system works. Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something important to the guild? Then this is beyond coincidence. First Arangoth, and now Sabjorn. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge between Maven and the guild. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thorn in our side. He wants to meet with you right away. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
You know it... Not supposed to be in here right now. Really allowed in here, you know. You're not really allowed in here, you know.
Want to talk? Go ahead.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. They're well funded, and they've been able to avoid identification for years. I'm impressed it reached this point. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullum. Slimy bastard. Gullum is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions.
Back from a job, huh? Hope it went well.
I can't believe Gullum mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong, he could scam a beggar out of his last septim, but he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gullum, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. Aye, he does indeed. And with his fingers in the East Empire Company's pie, we'll make good use of that debt. If I'm not being clear enough, that means we don't want him killed. For now, just keep on his tail and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. Gullum works in the East Empire Company warehouse. He helps maintain all of the shipments of goods that goes in and out of Solitude. That means he has to pick of the litter from some of the finest goods to grace Skyrim shores. He isn't exactly in the guild, but he pays us a cut of all the stuff he lifts from the warehouse. There are thieves, and then there is Gullum. No honor, no code at all. He'd shake your hand and stab you in the back at the same time. The cut he's supposed to provide the guild has dwindled as of late. He says pickings in the warehouse are slim, but I'm certain he's lying. Keep your eyes on him. He's quite crafty. A mercantile group that has established ports all over Tamriel. They pretty much dominate the whole shipping industry. The Emperor himself supposedly backs them, which means they have fairly unlimited resources, so don't get their feathers in a ruffle. Just head right back to the guild and get the information to Mercer. Nothing else is more important. If you discover Gullum holding out on us and has more loot stashed away than he claims, we'd find that information quite valuable as well. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gullum alive, but remind him.
What you want, huh? And one to the ground.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damned shopkeepers.
Word is Ellenwen's furious. Big party at the Thalmor embassy. And one of the guests went someplace they shouldn't.
You and me, we're the only people around who aren't complete fools.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore. I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it could ruin me.
This land is ours, and we'll see it wiped clean of the scourge that
Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Spare some gold. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
What was that? Oh, you're a wizard? I mean, you cast that spell just now, yeah? I was hoping you could make me invisible or something. Can you? Make me invisible? Aww. And here I thought you could do it. Well, I'll just have to think of something else then. Bye.
I need to... Good. Glad we straightened.
This one's a favorite of mine.
Ah, I
Legend we all
good.
know and love.
Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed. Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way. Our business has concluded, and you're standing in my way. Be careful.
What do you need, Thane? I'll return to Winstead Manor and remain on guard,
I'm still
my
here.
Thane.
I will be back at your house if you need me, Thane.
What is it, Thane? As you command, Thane. I'll guard Heljarken House until you return.
Honor to you, my Thane.
What are your thoughts on all this?
I signed on because I couldn't watch the Stormcloaks tearing everything apart and not do something. But most of my family disagrees with my choice.
Yes, my Thane. Do you need something? I'll keep watch at Lakeview Manor until you return, Thane. Good hunting.
What is it?
The warehouse is off limits. I suggest you head back the way you came.